Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose Man. Here today, bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. Y'all know we gonna jump right into the plays for y'all. But before we do, man, if you're new to the channel, it's your first time see us, go on and hit the subscribe button, man. You won't be disappointed, man. We here every day dropping videos for y'all, talking about the NBA slate on DraftKings and FanDuel, all right? Hey, and if you're hearing the sound of my voice, you already know. Please hit that like button for your boy, man. Goes a long way and is greatly appreciated, all right? Listen, man, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. If you did some Black Friday shopping this morning, man, I hope you found what you was looking for. Not for me. I can't do that early morning rush. All them people out there is not for me. But what it is for me is here bringing y'all these starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. So let's get right into it. All right. At the point guard, man. Today we got a big slate. You know it's gonna be tons of news. You know you gotta stay privy to the news so you're able to pivot and move and make plays. Also, guys, you gotta be on your feet. You gotta be quick on your feet. A lot of times, we might put a guy in the starting five and he's ruled out, like we had Seth Curry the other day. You gotta be able to move and go with have a pivot plan. You got to be able to adjust to the news. So you got to be able to pay attention to the news and be able to be able to make quick pivots. So just because you see him in the starting five just doesn't mean it's a lot, guys. Anything can happen. Like I said, we had Seth Curry in the other night, and he was after the 7 o'clock lock, he was ruled out. So we just moved to like Shake Milton and those things. But you got to stay privy to the news, guys. It's not a set it and forget it type thing, all right? But that being said, let's get into my play today. Tight pricing as usual on DraftKings. What I'm seeing early on in the year, man, right now we right now a full month into the season, and with pricing being so tight on DraftKings and guys being appropriately priced or slightly overpriced, you really want to try to take advantage of the value when you see them, when they're available. When there's guys who just maybe slightly overpriced just a little bit, not a whole lot. You want to start trying to key in on those guys. At least that's what I'm trying to do over here. Take advantage of mispriced guys when I can. So that's what we're pressing down on, especially on DraftKings with the pricing being as tight as it is. So just want to put that little tidbit out there. But my first play at point guard, man, a guy I want to look at is Malcolm Brogdon. 7,500 going against the Toronto Raptors. As you can see from his game log here, man, he's been very solid so far this year. He's working his way back into the groove with this Indiana Pacers team with him, the addition of Duarte, LeVert coming back healthy. It's a lot of moving parts, and guys have to get adjusted to their roles and make room for new guys who also have some uses in the offense. But Brogdon is pretty consistent here, man. He's the point guard. We saw him get big minutes last time out, so we know he's capable of big minutes in close games. And this right here against the Toronto Raptors, I'm expecting this to be a close game. Should be a tightly contested game. As you see, Brogdon got in 46 minutes last time out in an overtime game against the Lakers, but he's been very solid, man. He gives points, rebounds, assists. If his scoring is up, that's when you get the bigger performances. I like him in this matchup against the Toronto Raptors team. I think he's nicely priced at 7,500. I have no problem getting a Malcolm Brogdon at the point guard spot. All right, coming in at my shooting guard spot today. A guy I want to look at, slightly risky, but he's been playing well lately, and that's Terry Rozier for the Charlotte Hornets. Looking at Terry Rozier, you see he's averaging 30 fantasy points a game right now. But the thing I want to look at is these last two contests. Look how big his minutes are. 35, 37 in closely contested games, and look at the field goal attempts. He's averaging 20 plus field goal attempts the last two games and double digit threes. It looks like he's really trying to assert himself as a major scoring option for this Charlotte Hornets team. This play is risky because right now the Charlotte Hornets have a lot of young guys trying to establish themselves, and anybody can get it done on any given night. LaMelo, Bridges, you still got Gordon Hayward over there. So any given night, one of those four guys can have a big game. But I like Terry Rozier here. Coming off two solid performances, 53 fantasy points and 48 fantasy points, man. In this matchup against Minnesota here, it's going to be the best fantasy environment on the slate. We're talking about fast-paced teams, no real defense to speak of. I think Rozier can continue his hot streak here at 6K. And even if he doesn't give you the 53-point performance right there, 35, 36 is solid from Terry Rozier, especially at this 6K price tag. I'm really just trying to take advantage of this pricing right here. I think he's a little mispriced, a little underpriced for what he's been doing lately. So we want to try to get the Terry Rozier at the shooting guard spot. Coming in at my small forward spot. Guy I want to take a look at, slightly, I guess, mid-value play, not really all the way value, but I want to look at Dillon Brooks right here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Going against the Atlanta Hawks in this matchup, another should be a nice fantasy environment. The Hawks defense is reeling this year as well. We saw him play 26, 27 minutes in the last two contests. He's taking double-digit shot attempts, man. He is shooting the ball, and that's the risk here with Dillon Brooks. He's mainly a scorer. He'll give you a few rebounds and assists, but he's mainly a scorer and defensive guy. His upside lies in the steals. If he can get you 2 or 3 steals and his shot is falling, you can get a big performance from Dillon Brooks. But at 5,900, I like the price tag on him. I like the matchup. He's being aggressive. He's looking to score. I like getting the Dillon Brooks right here, and hopefully he can approach 30 minutes in this contest. If this is a close game, we've seen him. He has hit 31 minutes before since his return, so we know it's a possibility. We're hoping he get him in this matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. I like getting the Dillon Brooks right here at 5,900. Coming in at my power forward spot, pardon me. A guy I've been playing the last couple of contests that I'm really liking. It's Mr. Vanderbilt right here, man. Jared Vanderbilt for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's slowly starting to put a lock on his power forward spot for the Minnesota Timberwolves here. He's started the last couple of games. He's only been playing about 25 minutes the last 3 games, but he's been highly effective, man. Solid rebounder. He is killing the boys, man. If you look at his last 4 games, 12, 10, 11, 15, he is just on the glass. He doesn't really score much, but when you're going to rebound, when you're rebounding that well, especially with some offensive rebounds, it should be some easy putbacks. He's a small double threat. He doesn't have many on the year, but he should get double-digit. He should approach double-digit rebounds, and hope he can get some easy putbacks and give us a nice double-double. But he plays defense as well. Look, if you see right here, 4, 2, 3, 2, multiple steal games. Now you add that with the fact that he's in this matchup with the Charlotte Hornets, a team that's going to push the pace, so it should be more possessions, a lot of shots, a lot of steal opportunities, a lot of rebounding opportunities. I'm liking Vanderbilt right here. Hoping they'll take the cap off him and give him more than 25 minutes here. He can really give us a nice return, especially at this 4,700 price tag. I like getting the Vanderbilt at the power forward spot. And coming in at my center, another risky play, but I'm hoping last game was a sign of things to come. And I'm talking about Yusuf Nurkic, man. 6,200. Now, if y'all fans of the channel, you've been watching my videos all year, you know the first part of the season, we was heavy on Nurkic. I featured him in a lot of videos because of his possibility of production. But the thing with the first part of the year, he hasn't been getting minutes all year. He's been capped at about 27, 28 minutes. Last time out against the Sacramento Kings was his first game seeing over 30 minutes. And if that trend continues, man, he's going to punish. He's a great producer, fantasy wise, man. He's right at a point a minute. And for 6,200, if he's going to see 30+ minutes, especially a Golden State Warriors team with a smallish front court, I think he can really dominate, man. He's always a big double potential every time he steps on the court. So I'm thinking I'm going to roll the dice with Yusuf Nurkic here. Hope he can play over 30 minutes again in this matchup. And if he does, he's going to give us a nice return at this 6,200 price tag. So I'm willing to take a chance on him over here. Y'all know the motto, chances make champions. So we've never been opposed to taking a chance. And I'm rolling the dice with Yusuf Nurkic at 6,200. Absolutely love this play right here on DraftKings, man. I'm just going to hope he get to 30+ minutes, and he's going to really crush his price tag if he does. So there you have it, my starting 5 for DraftKings: Malcolm Brogdon, Terry Rozier, Dillon Brooks, Jared Vanderbilt, and Yusuf Nurkic. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel, see what I'm liking over there. All right. Coming in on FanDuel at the top, I want to look at the boy LaMelo Ball, man. The pricing is much better on FanDuel. Some guys are underpriced. It's a lot of mispriced guys you can take advantage of. And I think LaMelo Ball is prime suspect #1 over here for that. At 9,300, you know he has triple-double upside. I just told you this matchup with Minnesota is going to be one of the best fantasy environments on the slate today. Get you some LaMelo Ball, man, going against the T-Wolves here. Coming in at my shooting guard spot over here, I want to stay with Malcolm Brogdon. It's 7,200. A little savings over here on FanDuel. I just like to play. Primary ball handler, man. Gets the offense going for the Pacers. Get you some Malcolm Brogdon at this 7,200 price tag. A little too cheap on FanDuel, in my opinion, all right? Coming in at small forward, I want to go right back to my boy Will Barton here. Listen, I like to play a lot at 6K. I think he's underpriced over here on FanDuel. I'm going to love it if Jokic misses again. Listen, Will Barton, man, it's up and down with him, but with no Jokic and no Jamal Murray, man, no Michael Porter Jr., he's one of the primary ball handlers, man. He's looking to score. If his shot is falling, man, Will Barton can really fill it up for you. We're talking about a guy with 40, 50 point upside here in this spot. People are going to be down on him. He hasn't had a big game in the last couple of outings, but I'm okay with that, man. I think this is a buy low spot right here for Will Barton. Low price on FanDuel and low ownership, man. Get you some Will Barton at this 6K price tag. Coming in at my power forward, I want to look at Julius Randle. 8,700. I like the savings over here on FanDuel. I think he's a little too cheap for his production right now. A tough matchup against the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns have been crushing lately, man. They're a tough team. They're playing well. They look like they poised to make another championship run this year. But I like Julius Randle in this going against this front court, man. Y'all know he's the main offensive weapon for the New York Knicks. The show starts and ends with him. He can get whatever shot he wants. I like him to work down there on the block against this Phoenix Sun front court, man. Get you some Julius Randle at 8,700. And my center over here on FanDuel. Going right back to my boy, Jakob Poeltl. Y'all know we ran him out last time. I just like his production. As long as Pop keeps him at that 30-plus minutes, man, he's a double-double waiting to happen. You see him, he's averaging 30 FanDuel points so far, man. That's approaching 6X for this 5,800 price tag. I like him in this matchup against the Boston Celtics with Robert Williams expected to be out. That's one less guy on the boards. I think he can handle Al Horford down there, as Al Horford's not too much of a headache. I like Jakob Poeltl in this. Should we see a nice double-double from him in this matchup against the Celtics, all right? There you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: LaMelo Ball, Malcolm Brogdon, Will Barton, Julius Randle, and Jakob Poeltl, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.